Jack, if we say that Liverpool are going to be challenging for the title and Arsenal are going to be challenging to reach the top four, how much is a result like that going to be important in the mix of things for Arsenal?
Well, it will definitely hurt in the moment. It'll hurt now. Then players will be on the bus, the manager will be hurting. But as you said, and as I said before, Liverpool will do that to teams. We can't get carried away. The same way, if they'd have won the game today, we wouldn't have got carried away saying Arsenal are going to win the league. The manager always talks about the process and where he wants to take these young players, and they're still on that journey, and there'll be results like that along the way because they're young players, and with young players sometimes you don't get the consistency you want, but they'll bounce back, and it's important, like he said, that they focus now on the next game.
He talked about the first half performance in particular. Are there signs there that the process that you're referring to is well underway, that this is a message now that's getting across to the players? Yeah,
and I've said that before, and I said at half-time to Graeme that 1-0 at Anfield at half-time isn't a bad place to be. You're still in the game. They obviously changed something like we spoke about at half-time, where they came out and they pressed higher, they pressed more aggressively, and that made it a lot more difficult for Arsenal. They tried to stick to the way they want to play, their game plan, but Liverpool made it difficult for them.
I asked you about fourth spot for Arsenal before the game, and as you said, this game was always going to be a test and a barometer maybe for where they are in the mix for that. When you look at where Arsenal are in the table, 3 points behind West Ham in fourth, ahead of Wolves, ahead of Manchester United, 4 points ahead of Tottenham, who play tomorrow. Does that look like an achievable target for Arsenal, top four?
Yeah, I think it does, and I think as well, for all the Arsenal fans out there, me included, if you'd have said after 12 games, 26 games left, we're going to be fifth, especially after the start of the season, we'd have took it. So we've got to take the positives, prepare for each game as it comes. The next one is Newcastle at home, where it's going to be a difficult game because they've got a new manager and they're changing the way they play. But they're the games that are important where we have to pick up 3 points.
But what do you think on Arsenal and what they can do this season, Graeme?
I think they've showed a bit of character bouncing back. Losing to Chelsea, getting whacked by City. So they've showed a bit of character. He's got them together as a group, and obviously explained this is going to be a long, hard road for us. We're young guys. He's a young man. Learning what it's all about. I think they'll be quite pleased with themselves. Going into this game, they're going into it in a good place. They were full of confidence. Their tails were up. Yeah, they managed to keep Liverpool at arm's distance for most of the first half. But there is an enormous jump from being a team that's won the Premier League, a team that's won the Champions League very recently, and a team that's always challenging for the big honours. They're battle-hardened. They're used to the ups and downs, the rigours, the disappointments. And that's why they're a top team, because they can get over the disappointments very quickly. And they did that today. That wasn't a team that was feeling sorry for itself today, having lost to West Ham 2 weeks ago. That was a team that came out with all guns blazing. And when you watch Liverpool play, they can concede a goal, but they'll continue to play the same way. They'll continue to try to get on the front foot. They'll try and bully you. They'll try and play the game in your half. And if they do that and keep nicking off you in your half, as they did today in the second half, with Manny in the team, with Jota in the team, with the little genius Salah in the team, they're going to score against you. Liverpool are the real deal. By any measure of any team playing football in the world today, Liverpool are the real deal. So as much as Mikel Arteta would be looking forward to today's game, deep down he'd been thinking, as anyone must think when they go to Liverpool, we could be on the end of a real drubbing. And that's what it turned out for him. But he will use that, or he should use that. He'll get them in, they'll watch the video on Monday, they'll go over it, and he'll say, that's the level we have to reach.